Welcome, leaders, teams, and those ready to take charge of their energy. It's Kelly Bubolz, your guide in workforce energy management. Burnout is not just a buzzword, it's a symptom of deeper root cause stressors. We're here to stop waiting for the change and start leading it. It's time to reclaim our energy and lead our days with intention and purpose. Let's talk about the 3 people environment. I've done a few blog posts and videos and other episodes on who you hang around is who you become, or if I see the people you're around, I already know who you are, that type of character traits. But in my recently published stress management journal, available on Amazon, called The Unseen Trail, I talk about the 3 people that you meet on your trail and where you can start to identify who fits where and when to be around them. Because not everyone's meant to grow with you, and that's okay. Some people are our small chapters and some are our lifelines. And a few have become kind of that background noise. In your environment, there are typically 3 types of people, and I'm going to go through those in this episode. The first ones are the comfort zoners. These are your old trail markers. They love you as long as you stay the same. They're going to resist your change, your self-growth. And it's not because they're the villains in this story. It's because your growth challenges their comfort and you're taking them out of their comfort zone. So being around them might feel safe. It might feel like old times, but it weighs heavy when you leave. I have some friends that I used to party with, and we would hang out for a weekend when I was going through my self-growth journey, and I just didn't enjoy myself anymore, and the gossip and not feeling good in the morning after drinking all night. And I realized it was fun and it was just like old times, but it's not where I'm at anymore. And it's no reflection on them. It's reflection on me and how much that I am just not on that path anymore. They are old trail markers. And too much time there, I felt like I was shrinking again, like I was getting onto old paths. So use this old trail marker space, these people, when you maybe need a reality check or you want some grounding. But you will find the further you get down this energy path, reclaiming your energy, that the old trail markers don't feel your energy, that it feels like you're going down a path that is weedy and less traveled, and you don't want to be on it anymore. Which brings me to our next type of people, and that's the supporters. That's your resting spot, the bench. They meet you where you are, and they hold that space for you. They listen. They clap, they cry, they sit with you without trying to fix you. They won't always push you, but they actually will never pull you down either. They're your resting spot, your place to land. I want you to use the supporters, your resting spot, when you need emotional safety, when you need rest, when you need reflection, bounce ideas off of them. These people will restore you. So find your bench people, your resting spot. And that brings me to the 3rd type of person. These are your expanders, your summit guides. You've veered away maybe from the old markers. You've hit your resting spot and you are ready to go. This is the summit guides. They're going to take you to views that you never imagined. And they know that you're becoming something, that they're not going to let you settle. And they're going to challenge your limits. So they're going to ask you the uncomfortable questions. They're not going to just coach you. They're going to push you. They're going to stretch you in the best of ways. And it's going to feel super intimidating. It's going to feel like you shouldn't be there. But you have to remind yourself often, frequently, that they're doing that because they believe in your potential. So I want you to use this space with the expanders, with these summit guides. I want you to use this space when you're ready to move, when you're ready to level up, when you're ready to grow, when you're ready to leap, when you can see that view and you want to get up there. These people are going to activate you. So are there only 3 spots to put people? Yes. The comfort zoners, these old trail markers, or are they supporters, that resting spot? Or are they the expanders, these summit guides? They're going to level you up. Are there 3 spots? Yes. But I want you also to be accepting that sometimes these people also move their spots. I've had people in my old trail marker category that have went on their own growth journeys, and now they're a little different. Now they're in my supporter category, my resting spot. They have come to a path in which we are more aligned. I've also had people who have supported me many years And now we have gotten to an uncomfortable spot, either their journey or my journey. And now they're in that old trail marker category. So do people fluidly move in between categories? Yes. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen between one conversation and the next. But over the years, you'll see people move between these environments and you'll know, what do you need? Do you need an old trail marker right now? You need a reality check. You need to just be on an old path for a little bit of time. Or do you need a rest? You need that resting spot, that support. Or do you need to level up? You need a summit guide. You need someone to push you. And through this process, you're going to ask yourself some questions that are going to help navigate this journey. Like, who are you around right now? Which group are you spending a lot of time with? And that will kind of show you where you need to reroute. Maybe it's misaligned with what your current energy needs right now. Have you ever been on like a growth journey and you just feel like, man, this is so hard. Like, this is ridiculously hard. You're probably around some old trail markers. They're holding you back, making you feel like you're on the wrong path, right? So maybe you need to give them less access and more access to the expanders, the summit guides. So recognizing through this process who fits where, old trail markers, resting spot, or summit guides, who needs more access to you, who needs less, and aligning that environment to the energy that you want, the energy that you're going to accept around you, is completely pivotal on this journey. When I recognized where certain people fit, I recognized that I was giving access to a lot of old trail markers, because it's hard to find new friends as an adult. It's hard to find people with similar mindsets and growth paths that you might be on. I live in the Midwest. When you don't drink, when you get out of that drinking culture, it's almost like people cast you out. They stop inviting you, and it can be very lonely. But then I realized when I started releasing some of the old trail markers, when I stopped hanging around them, it made room. It wasn't right away, but over time, it made room for those summit guides to start coming in. And I started leveling up faster than I was before. And suddenly my new path didn't seem weird. It didn't seem so lonely, because those people were also on that journey or have taken that journey. Suddenly all the tips and techniques and things I was struggling with, they had been there, and they had the advice that I needed. And then sometimes I need to rest. I don't want to just keep climbing up a summit, climbing up a mountain every day. So sometimes I need to rest. And I also found those people. And they gave me exactly what I needed. They didn't push me. They didn't pull me back, but they just listened. They gave me advice when I asked for it. And they recognized when I need to be around my summit guides again. So let me ask you, if you were on a trail, if you were on a growth journey, if you're on this reclaiming your energy, where do you place your people? Who are you giving access to? Allowing your energy to be stolen or refueled? Where do you need to make some shifts? And this process really helped me just establish boundaries. Because if you told me as a people pleaser to establish boundaries, it's difficult to say no. But when I started doing this, I realized I cannot become who I want to. I can't reclaim my energy. I can't juggle everything in this demanding world if I stay where I'm at. So I started putting people in these buckets: the old trail marks, the resting spot, and the summit guides. And suddenly boundaries weren't so hard to establish, because who I hang around is who I started becoming. So on your trail journey, how will you pivot? Today's step matters. It's in the micro moments that real change begins. Managing your energy isn't about shame, blame, or disrupting your lifestyle. It's about the small, intentional choices to reclaim that natural energy. If this episode hit the mark for you, share with others. This journey doesn't have to be lost and lonely, but exciting and full of new paths. See you back here to continue the adventure.